Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Got a lot of running room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Well, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. trapped behind the line. It's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working.
Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen,
and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got ready for a 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Running behind that left side. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They're going to run it to the right. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll go to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They want to run it left here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to throw on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Throwing right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Caught near the sticks. It's Clemens. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying the left side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Looking to pass on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He wants to throw it. Finds his man down the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They move the tight end all over. The give. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Third and short now from their own 48. They keep attacking through the air. It's on target and complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Dogs will snap it on first and 10.
First down for the offense.
He's going to pass. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. He just never got started going forward. Huge loss of 8 on the play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Coleman. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Bruce, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Now on 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Clemens.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Got his man downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got him downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're